I liked you better with glasses.
Too bad. I like me better without them.
Hey, pretty fans! Welcome to another episode of the Better with Glasses podcast. I am your host, Vicky Bazalia, and with me is Casey.
Hey, hey.
And we are here because we're doing a emergency.
Podcast.
It is a bonus episode. It is an emergency.
What happened?
You know what happened.
The trailer dropped. I was driving in my car doing some work. Da, 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 da. All of a sudden, I get a text message, lemon jelly belly in all caps, 7 times, which is our universal code for yo. Something happened.
Yeah.
Call me. Or something happened.
Yeah.
Check better with glasses.
Yeah. And, it's just very, very opportune that normally on Wednesday I have the standing meeting. It's an hour and a half long meeting that I usually
I
have.
prefer sitting meetings. Vicky prefers standing meetings.
Hilarious. So I usually have this meeting that runs an hour and a half, and that I usually have to spend like 30 to an hour prepping for. This week, it just so happens that we didn't have it at work, and I was sitting here thinking, what shall I do?
What to
And
do?
it's always right around lunchtime, so I'm like, okay, well, I'll actually eat lunch today, not at my computer. Lo and behold, I was at work. I was talking to my friend, and all of a sudden, like everything starts lighting up on Instagram. And that's usually the telltale sign, you know? So everything starts lighting up, and I go in, and it's just a bunch of you guys honestly messaging, oh my God, emergency question mark. And I was like, ooh, this level of excitement is like the real deal.
The real deal.
Immediately went to the actual page of the Summer I Turned Pretty, and lo and behold, we have a poster, a new poster.
All right, a new poster. So what it is, it's the Summer I Turned Pretty season 3 poster. What
Yep.
I'm looking at is the Prime Video account. Is there one on is it posted on their page as well?
What do you mean?
Like, is it on the official The Summer I
Yeah,
Turned
it's
Pretty?
on. Yeah, it was posted by the Summer I Turned Pretty,
Okay,
and it was
before you
tagged.
look, are you looking at it right now?
I am looking at it.
1.3 million likes.
Yeah.
Let's hear it for the pretties one time. That's a lot of likes in like 6 hours or 8 hours.
And I'm not throwing any shade out there, but
Don't you have shade already?
I was also excited because today Netflix dropped the teaser trailer for Wednesday. And when I looked at that, which was like a couple of hours ago, it only had 483,000 likes.
Hmm.
So, if I'm not in a battle, because I love both shows, obviously you guys know which one I love more. I do not do a Wednesday podcast, if you know what I mean. But if it's a battle between Amazon Prime or Prime Video and Netflix today,
Let's have one for Amazon Prime, which frankly needs it. Netflix is just
they
winning
just,
all over the place.
right, they just don't have as
They're
much
like just
content.
constant, constant, constant. Shout
Yeah.
out Netflix.
So, let's dive in, shall we?
Let's dive in.
Okay.
This is the poster. You can see it on the phone there. What a beautiful picture. I'm gonna tell you my first thoughts because I know you have lots of them.
Okay, go.
So I saw the thing
Hmm.
and I'm like immediately Lola looks older and mature. Takeaway number one.
I think that was literally the first thing you said when I called you.
Yeah, she looks beautiful.
You said, why is Belly looking like a 30-year-old grown woman?
She does.
And she does.
Jer is suffocated by the love and
Adoration.
must coming off of Belly there. He is just intoxicated. That's what I meant. He's
Yeah.
intoxicated
Yes.
by whatever Lola's doing to him, and she's feeling it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
Conrad is has angry guy face. Yesterday, I had a road rage incident where somebody was doing that to me.
Yeah.
So I'm familiar with his face. That's Shay. Hey Shay. Um, yeah, so Conrad doing the angry face.
Yeah. So it's funny because
Different flowers to
diff
match Lola's shirt. Another thing I
Exactly.
noticed.
Yep.
And I said, "Hun, I thought we already knew it was July 16th."
Right.
These are all my comments to Vicky
Yeah.
before.
So I'm gonna counterbalance all of those
Yep.
thoughts, but yeah. So this is it's definitely a staged picture. And what I mean by it's a staged picture is it's kind of like separate images put together. And so you have Belly and Jer kind of like together. Obviously, Conrad is not staring at them like from, 2 inches away, glaring at them. But you have a very angry Conrad. And shout out to my girl Red Clovers, who immediately was like, huh, if looks could kill. Because he is shooting daggers at Jer, actually. So we have that going on.
Okay.
We
It's like,
have,
you're not helping her with this wedding, buddy.
it could be that. It could be you cheated on her. Who
Oh, it could be that.
knows? Who knows? But anyway, that's what's going on. And do you recognize that door? Well, of course you
Of
do.
course. That's a 30 by 60 from Lowe's for sure.
I hate him. I love him. I love you. But that is clearly the Cousins Beach house door.
Oh, well, of course.
Oh, well, of course it is, right? And then to comment on your final season, July 16th, we got this leak already because whoever manages the Twitter, what's Twitter called now? X?
Yeah.
Whoever manages the account for the official Summer Turned Pretty, they were supposed to change the banner to that poster that has Lola on it,
And they changed it to the.
but they must have used the wrong image because the one that they actually released just said coming this July. The one that they put up and then immediately took down said July 16th. So when I called Casey, he was like, wait, didn't we already know this? Like,
Yes, but not officially.
yes, but not officially. So July 16th is what day? July
The
16th
greatest day of your life.
is the beginning of the end and the beginning of
Oh, it is the
summer.
beginning of the end and the beginning of summer. The last chapter.
Ooh. So
I have an idea, by the way.
July 16th is Wednesday. So last year it was summer Fridays, but we got the episodes on Thursday. So does that mean that it's now summer Wednesdays?
Well, a lot of the best shows have been dropping on Wednesday, i.e. The Studio. I think we mentioned that at some point. Watch The Studio. Best
Jenny
show.
Jenny likes the
Great
studio.
show. Great show. Like,
Great.
great. Seth Rogen.
Yeah.
Um, Maybe the best shows are dropping on Wednesday nowadays. Also, check this. Initial drop on Wednesday, and then they hit us with like a Friday, and then it keeps going Friday, 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 Friday.
That's what I was thinking. So if we think back to season two, so Wednesday they did a special release at the theater,
Yeah,
and then it was Summer Friday, but it was just kind of like given time zones and stuff.
sure, sure.
By Friday, the entire world will catch up. But East Coast, we got it on Thursday night. Are you messing with the decor? For anyone who's
Listen to
not
Yoshi.
watching this on video, we are back in our studio.
Back in the Summer I Turned Pretty studio instead of back in the Better with Glasses studio, sorry. Instead of down in the basement doing our watch-alongs.
Well, the watch along is supposed to be more relaxed, more cozy, and
This
this
is
is,
summery, breezy, fun, all that good stuff, you know.
yeah, and as usual, Casey is messing with the decor.
Yeah,
I didn't take your
ADD.
volleyball out, by the way. So,
Oh, what a look.
okay.
I don't know where it is. Um,
All right.
I've got an idea. Do
Yeah.
you want me to hit that first, or do you want to have an?
Well, I want to continue real quick.
I want to
So,
read some of the best comments.
okay, well, let me continue with a thought here.
Okay,
So, what we
you
were
have good
thinking
thoughts.
is if we have Wednesday release, you're thinking maybe they still do the thing where they give us 3 episodes, but it's like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday,
Or
and then Friday.
Wednesday, pause,
Okay.
Friday, and then
Okay.
consecutive Fridays after that.
Okay.
Or Wednesday, 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 Wednesday.
Yeah.
Or Wednesday, Wednesday. Wednesday, like two. But they have 11 episodes, so maybe they could go one episode Wednesday and then 10 consecutive Fridays. Because having 11 is an odd number
It's
to be
fair.
dropping two at one time.
It's fair. So that's up for
So
discussion.
intriguing.
It is very intriguing. I want to comment on one other thing that a bunch of people on TikTok and I think I saw it on Instagram were trying to float around is there was a lot of fodder around, oh, this year's poster only has belly on it, whereas previous posters have all three. And they thought that that meant that they were going with a Belly chooses herself ending.
I'm confused.
What do you mean?
I see three people.
No, on the first photo that
Oh.
was released.
Oh, in front of the backdrop. Okay.
Yes. So that led to people spinning out that it might be a Belly chooses herself ending. And you and I were like, nice try, but
Chill.
I don't think that. I think the entire thing revolves around this love triangle. And like you were saying, there's already a text for it. So that's what we have. So anybody, I'm not saying that couldn't happen. I'm just saying if that's the evidence that you're going off of, we have a second poster, guys. And this one has all three, and this one clearly defines the tenor of the season, right? Belly and Jer clearly together, in love, right? And Conrad is not happy about it.
Yeah.
Shocker.
I've got so much to talk about in the comments.
Okay. So, anything else you want to say? How I think they all look great. That's the other thing that I
They
want to say.
do.
I don't know how
Damn,
much they're gonna get
play.
picked up.
I got so much for you.
Okay.
So much.
Okay. Are you on the official December I Turned Pretty? You're reading those
Yeah,
comments?
Prime
Okay.
Video.
Okay. All right, let's go.
Um, 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 Conrad. I don't even want you to look. Don't look at the comments.
Okay.
Don't look at the
Okay.
comments. Conrad won the polo competition here.
Is that what they said?
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like
Okay.
Conrad's polo,
Yeah.
Chris, whatever. Polo, fire.
Yeah.
Belly looks great. Already said that. Jer is intoxicated. I mean,
He's drunk in love.
if I was one of the actors, I would prefer Jer's pose because I
You don't
think
want to be the meme guy?
it's cool. Yeah, it's a cool deal he's got going on there.
Okay.
Conrad's just mean guy in this one.
Yeah.
Can I do my thing?
Yeah. So what are you gonna do? Tee
I'm
it up
gonna
for
go through the
everybody.
comments, and there's so much going on here.
You're gonna go through the comments on the official post.
Yeah.
Go.
Okay. First of all, there's definitely a lot of competition going on here in these comments.
Oh yeah,
So
always.
much competition going on.
Always.
I don't, do a lot of the comments always, so this is new to me.
Yeah.
In this house, we love Connie Baby has over 25,000 likes. Okay.
Okay.
And then, unfortunately, the Jeremiah girls had to split themselves up.
Oh,
And there's a lot of like Belly and Jeremiah equals the perfect couple.
okay.
5,000. Um, Jeremiah Fisher, our sunshine boy, 5,000.
Okay.
But, you know, from what I can see, that in this house, we love Connie Baby is
Is that the main?
is the biggest. Don't
Oh,
look.
I'm sorry.
Is the biggest. Do not look.
Okay.
Is the biggest. Like I got a real fun one that. Did you see the real fun one?
No.
Okay.
No.
Is like the leader with 25,000 likes.
Okay.
Jenny Han has also commented.
Didn't she do like an
Did you
emoji?
comment at all?
No.
You really should from Better
I'm
Class.
going to.
Jenny Han emoji, a heart with a bow on it.
Okay.
5,000 likes. Prime Video responds with Team U
Mm.
to Jenny Han.
We are all Team Jenny.
Tay Lautner, who I believe is Taylor Lautner's wife. Oddly enough, Taylor Lautner is married to someone also named Taylor Lautner, so they have
Yeah.
the same name
And they're
and they're
friends with
married to each
Taylor
other.
Swift.
Yeah. Her comment was screaming, crying, throwing up.
Love it.
Okay. There's so much going on. The best comment,
Okay.
which I
In
think,
your opinion, or are there
yes,
just like a shit ton of likes for it?
not because there's a shit ton of
Okay.
likes,
Okay.
but Sour Patch Kids commented.
Ooh.
and it said, "We won!" Exclamation point! Exclamation point! Exclamation point! Shots fired. A little assumptive, but I think they read the book. Obviously, the official Sour Patch Kids comment.
Wow.
We won with 9 exclamation points. Has over 1,000 likes and 15 replies. I haven't looked at the replies yet, but damn,
That's crazy.
but damn. Okay, so that's one
Now,
that's my favorite comment. Sure.
ironically, Sour Patch Kids and Swedish Fish are technically by the same company,
I'm
right?
gonna keep looking to see if I can find a Swedish fish going on here.
Okay, maybe a Swedish Fish. Did
There is.
they retorted?
Jeremiah is the only fisher in the sea for me with almost 2,000 likes.
Okay.
But they weren't claiming a victory. Sour Patch Kids was claiming the victory.
Okay. So, so
Hmm.
I want all y'all to go back and watch our episode for the season 2 episode 8 episode where it's where the candy thing is revealed, right? It's like the gas station scene where Conrad's being a jerk to Jer because he doesn't know that Belly likes Sour Patch Kids. And I want you to go back and watch me and Casey have it out on our podcast where Casey says, I don't see what the big deal is. I don't think that candy is a big enough reason to like make a big deal out of it. And I said, it's not about the candy, it's about what the candy represents. And as you can see, the candy companies are in on the joke.
Well,
They know what team they are supposed to be on.
they certainly want the extra pub, that's for sure, or are enjoying the extra pub.
That's true, but they know, right? Like I don't think that they sat there and read the books or watched the show, but I do think that they were told. Like, okay, Swedish Fish, you are team Jer, and Sour Patch Kids, your
The
team
social
Conrad.
media
Go.
managers are on top of shit.
Oh, I'm sure. Well, you got me a Sour Patch Kids box. It was a 20-pound box of Sour Patch Kids, and you can get a box that says Team Conrad on it. So,
I'm gonna go into some of the other comments that aren't necessarily from famous people or brands.
okay.
Um, can we crop Jer out of this?
Oh, no. Okay, do an anti-Conrad one now.
Hang on.
Okay.
If Belly chooses herself, I will never forgive you. Okay.
Yep.
I need CPR. Parentheses from Conrad only.
Ah, Doctor. Dr.
Bell.
Conrad.
All right. A lot of let's go Team Jellyfish. Okay.
Okay.
Jeremiah Fisher obsessed boyfriend award.
Obsessed boyfriend. Oh, because he's intoxicated?
Yep.
Okay.
Conrad can never be happy for his brother.
That's because he looks so angry.
Get away from her. You always count on one of those for
That's
sure.
so funny.
We are so back.
We
That's
are
how I'm feeling. That's how I'm feeling.
so back.
We are so back for sure. I'm
Yeah.
gonna pass out. Oh my God. That's standard. I'm not prepared. Life is finally worth living. Conrad girlies, this is our summer.
This is our summer. I think it's everyone's summer, though. I think it's everyone's summer.
I'm never gonna get over the Sour Patch Kids comment.
Why?
Because it's just we won.
It's very assumptive.
Or is it we no, it's that's definitely what they're talking about.
Well, because it has to be what they talk about because he didn't win the poster. The poster is him being petty and jealous
Right.
and really angry.
This better be Conrad all the way. Uh oh, the Swifties are so ready for this. That's from a Swifties account.
Okay.
Man,
Craziness, right?
drop the season all at once.
Somebody said drop the season all at once.
Yes,
Drop the season.
with a gun emoji.
Drop it tomorrow. Okay. Can I read some that came into our DMs?
Yeah.
Shall I?
Yeah, I hope the people don't get mad at. I hope Jenny doesn't have to get like bothered with all sorts of stupid comments from. you know?
You're always looking out for people. You just don't like when people are mean.
Yeah, can you imagine if she had to, people are like death threats because they don't choose their side.
Yeah.
Just hope everyone keeps it cool.
Yeah. All right.
But
So let me go through some of our
let's
DMs.
do it, girl.
The way I squealed when I saw the poster. Haha, I immediately thought of you.
Squealed is a funny word.
Yep. Let's go. Let's see. Let me find a good one. Oh, this was a great one. This is a little back and forth. Um, bro, I'm not watching this if it means she ends up with Jeremiah. Do you think it does, or is she playing games?
Mm.
And then I'm so ashamed. I'm almost 40 and care too damn much about this teeny bop show like this. Uh,
I have an idea for our comment.
okay. Let's see. We've got, let's
Little
see.
plug.
Yeah, right. We've got it's my first day back to work after PTO and the way I want to log out.
Someone said they took off July 16th.
Right. Yeah. Um, OMG, you know I am freaking out. Let's see. Oh my gosh. I just got it's just a bunch of likes, which is incredible.
Love it.
Those are the mains.
Way main.
It
That
was just it was just a great day all around.
it really is.
It's just also nice and refreshing to know that things that make you happy also make other people happy in a weird way.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna go through and like a few of them, show some love.
do it.
Sour Patch Kids and Swedish Fish.
Are
Sprinkle
gonna
them
get
around.
some love from Casey.
Do we have any Swedish Fish or Sour Patch Kids in here? I'm kind of hungry.
We always have Sour Patch Kids somewhere. Swedish Fish, I don't like Swedish Fish, so if you don't know that there's Swedish Fish, then there probably isn't. But anyway,
Well,
okay. So, there's one other thing that I want your take on.
is it the trailer of
It
I Know What You Did Last Summer?
It's not okay. It's not. It's not. It's not actually. Okay. A bunch of people have been talking about and asking our opinion on whether or not we will get
The
a
tariffs.
trailer, a trailer during the Amazon upfronts, which is on May 12th.
That tracks.
That tracks, right?
That tracks.
Now, I stirred up the pot a little bit.
Whipping work.
And I am thinking, I think it will definitely be at Amazon upfront, if not sooner.
Last
Now,
year, I feel like they had a party when everyone was together. It just makes so much
no,
sense.
no, no, that was no,
But it just makes sense.
that
Everyone
wasn't
will
the.
actually be in the same
I
place.
got you, but that wasn't the teaser. That was the trailer, and that was at the launch party
Okay.
for season two.
It
That was two
just
years ago.
it just
But
feels right to me.
okay, but I'm talking teaser.
Teaser.
I'm talking teaser or like trailer number one because there's going to be multiple trailers because this is
I
the final
mean, that's
season.
like 2 weeks away. It tracks.
It does track. The only reason I could say sooner is because the summer, not the summer
Your
turned pretty,
greed is showing, hun.
my greed is showing. But listen to me. So Netflix just dropped the Wednesday Jim Jam,
When is Wednesday coming out?
not until August.
So that tracks for May 12th.
Okay, but I'm saying it's August, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I Know What You Did Last Summer's trailer came out this
Mm-hmm.
week as well, and that has a release date of July. All that I am saying is we're at the point of no return. Nothing is too soon anymore. You see what I'm saying? Like if Netflix is dropping Wednesday, which doesn't come out until August
Mm-hmm.
already, then all bets are off because The Summer I Turned Pretty is gonna release mid-July and people gotta know about it. That's all I'm saying.
You would just think about it from a marketing perspective. You want to go to the upfronts with something that's going to make headlines.
Yeah.
That's a perfect opportunity to grab some headlines with this trailer that was released at. the event.
That might.
Like think about going to a meeting, you want to have good news on like a reapproach.
Yeah,
So
but what if we get two pieces of news? What if we get the trailer and then we get, I don't know, something else? I don't know.
it's in like a 2.5 week time block
My
here. I don't
greed is showing, and
agree to
it's
showing.
kind of like you get a taste for something, and now I just want more. It's all I want.
She's a little crack addict over here.
Mm, yeah. So, anyway, um,
So speaking of that trailer of I Know What You Did Last Summer,
yeah,
that came out.
yeah.
Lola Tongue is in it.
She
She's in the movie.
she is in the movie.
We
Yes.
watched that fucking trailer like
We watched it
a bunch.
so many times.
We thought we saw Lola Tongue like multiple times. There have been no confirmed sightings of Lola Tongue in the trailer. If you think you spotted her, let
Let
us
us
know.
know. Yeah.
I don't think we have. With that said, how do you feel about her taking really her first movie role so close with the release date so close to the final season release date
Hmm.
and having it be such a small part?
Um, I don't think that it matters. I think if anything, they did that purposefully because the biggest thing for her this
Because they
summer.
know they're going to get the TSITP rub.
But what I'm saying is, right, there that's exactly all like I think they're getting the TSITP rub, but
The acceptable thing would be a small, very small role. A cameo almost.
I
Like
think
one scene.
I think that's what it is. If she's not in the trailer and we know she's not one of the main five, she didn't film for that long.
Right.
So, yeah, I mean, I think that's
Like
perfect.
I don't want her to be like the seventh best friend who's in like 5 scenes.
Right.
We want and like has a bunch of non-speaking scenes. That
Well,
would be a bad look. Just I would say
yeah,
one scene or 2 scenes and let her get some good stuff in there,
yeah.
and
But that's the
then
thing, like this
let
summer,
her steal some scenes.
it's in her contract. It has to be. Like this summer is all about the summer I turned pretty. It's the
So you
last
wouldn't be
season.
able to do any press for it and stuff like that. That's your back.
Yeah, you can't make her a lead because the summer I turned pretty would never let that happen. And also, you can't compete with the summer I turned pretty if
Small
you're
but amazing.
right. Yeah.
Small but
Now,
amazing scene stealer.
now she is, I think she is the one of the mains of this new movie that I don't, they're already doing press for it,
Tell us more.
Forbidden Fruits, which I told you about.
Hmm.
So there's that. Now
Another
that I'm looking this up though, I have another theory. And also, I may take off that week from work too, because I Know What You Did Last Summer comes out
the
July
7th,
18th.
18th, right? That's
So
it's a big week
here's the
for
other
this
thought.
podcast.
Here's the other thought. Movies always theatrical release movies always release on Friday. You
Facts.
can't change that. The Summer I Turned Pretty can't change that. So what if it's just Wednesday for the first week and then it goes back to Friday because,
Sure.
Lola has a deal with both. What a great week for Lola.
What a great week for life.
What a great week for us.
I know.
Is there anything else like two?
I'm gonna look it up. I hope we don't have any. I'll have to block some time out.
Yeah. And I think we already made this joke when we found out that she was going to be in it, but like I Know What You Did Last Summer was literally my favorite movie.
Yeah.
Like when I was growing up, when it came out, if anybody asked me, I don't know how old I was around then, but if
You're like
anybody asked
9,
me around that time,
10.
like for 5 years,
I
what
really
my
loved.
favorite movie
I
was,
still know we did last summer.
I know you
I had
do.
it on VHS tape.
I know that one had Brandy in it.
Jack Black,
Jack Black, yeah,
Brandy, Jennifer Love Hewitt, of course,
obviously.
Freddie Prince.
Yeah. But I love that one too. But
High five.
I was also obsessed with I Know What You Did Last Summer. So now they're both converging at the same time. Our girl's in it, and they both have summer in the title, which is just
And it reprises the roles of some of the older characters. Freddie Prinze and Jennifer Love Hewitt are also in the new one.
Yeah.
So
It's very exciting. I am so excited.
we got to get down to Wilmington, Carolina Beach for some of that. Both filmed there.
Both filmed there as well. So this leads to the next thing. And I need an official yes from you because I'm going to put up a poll.
Okay. Out in the yard or where?
We,
A
not poll,
pole.
like a poll.
Yeah.
He's hilarious. No, a poll, like where you vote.
Oh, one of those.
Yeah. So we had been teasing a bunch. Like, oh, what if we did a filming locations tour
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
in Wilmington, North Carolina?
Mm-hmm.
Because we know the spots, guys.
Right. So maybe in like once the season's rolling,
And we're more than happy to host a
pop
tour.
together like in August time or something like that, or
Well,
like July.
I was gonna ask you.
Oh,
Okay, I'm gonna ask you.
okay.
So, first question. Is the Better with Glasses podcast going to host something in Wilmington, North Carolina? Yes
This
or no?
summer?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we definitely should.
Okay. And can it include a filming locations tour based on the very great reception that we got about it?
Yeah.
Great. And can it potentially also include a live podcast that people can attend a live podcast
Yeah, we
session?
might be able to do it like rent a room out somewhere or something. That'd be super fun. Like get a rent a room at a restaurant, get some
Yeah.
stuff, or get a room at like a bar or some shit.
Yeah. And then can we also do a meet and greet and an after party?
Well, I think the live podcast would be a party
It would be a party.
in
Yeah.
itself.
Well, there would be the actual podcast part of it, and
Right.
then it would break out into a party,
Yeah.
which is the meet and greet. Like nobody's gonna be like, oh, like let me come take a picture with you. Maybe, I don't know.
I've got a lot of we have to, plan it about a month out. But we'd have to get some special stuff dialed up for sure.
There's gonna be some special stuff dialed up.
Yeah.
So, um, we're gonna do it.
Yep.
The only question is when, and we were reserving
We have to do
the
a
win.
rehearsal,
We were reserving the
like a
win
test run,
for
audio, all that stuff.
we were reserving the win. You're thinking about the live podcast. I'm
Yes.
thinking about the entire event weekend. Um, we wanted to wait until we had an official date, and we have an official date. So we got to figure out if we do it ramping up to it, if we do it during the season being out.
Ramping up is also a fun idea.
Ramping
We
up
have a
is
lot
like,
to talk about then.
yeah, ramping up is very fun.
Okay, we'll start looking into it.
So anyway,
I said Wilmington. We're gonna make it happen.
it's gonna happen.
I think it will.
It's gotta. It's
Yeah,
gotta. At this point, it's gotta. It's the final season,
right.
and we just want it to go out with a bang.
Yeah.
And we are huge fans, and
You want to do something?
it's a little bit bittersweet, but we also want to do something to commemorate
Yeah,
the
this time
last
of our life.
freaking
Who knows?
how many
Like,
years.
we're back in this space. Does is this the beginning of the end? Do we have podcasts beyond the summer intern pretty? Like, there's a lot of we don't know.
Yeah,
We don't
there's a lot of
know.
stuff up in the air. So
So this could be a good time to come out and see us, and we'll figure out all the logistics and stuff. I mean,
yeah. Well, we won't figure out accommodations. Y'all are on your
y'all are
own.
on there, yeah, but we'll figure
But
out how we're gonna do this and what it's gonna, how it's gonna line up logistically, and
it's gonna be great.
it's gonna be fun. Listen, it's gonna be
Well,
a great
Jason's gonna
opportunity
bring
to
a
chill with us.
t-shirt, gun,
What?
giving away some.
I'll just throw
Get that baseball arm
them. That's
out
right.
there.
That's right.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. All
Well,
right, do your thing.
thank you guys for hanging out with us. It's the beginning of the end of this show, but man, it's gonna be such a fun summer, and it's gonna be into the fall. It's gonna be awesome. So get ready. We're ramping up. I love this time. I remember 2 years ago when season two happened. I look back now, and it's honestly like one of the funnest times I can remember. Like that summer was so fun.
Yeah.
It was like I look back now and think of it as like a very worry-free, carefree summer. I'm sure in the moment I wasn't feeling that way, but look back now, I'm like 2023 summer was so good. Anyway, um, Better with Glasses Pod at gmail.com. Questions, comments, concerns at Better with Glasses Pod on Instagram. Vicky holds it down there, and we appreciate everyone that chimes in.
All right. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time.